This week at Paddington, the heat is on.
Got a female, I'd say early 20s, breathing but in and out of consciousness, I'd say.
A fire causes a mass evacuation in the middle of the rush hour peak.
No, do not go back in. Please do not go back in.
On the trains, it's a bank holiday getaway squeeze.
You're not going to get on this service tonight.
Because of your failure to have staff sorting the situation out, you're not shutting the door, I'm afraid.
And Network Rail's eye in the sky comes to the rescue.
Because the weather is so hot and the rails expand, this could make the rail expand a bit more and then buckle the track.
Paddington Station, built in 1854 by engineer Isambard Kingdom Brunel, is a feat of Victorian architecture. Its multi-span roof was modelled on the Crystal Palace of the Great Exhibition of 1851 and is the size of 4 football pitches. But there's a flaw in the 19th century design, which means it struggles to cope with the demands of 21st century travel.
Glasswood. Freeze all winter, dry all summer.
Temperatures are rising and it's set to be a scorcher.
If there is 3 degrees outside, it's going to be about 45 inside.
Yeah, it's crazy hot. It's crazy hot.
Staff are doing their best to help passengers suffering in this Victorian hothouse. Every year they give out 1 million bottles of water. But it's too little, too late for one man.
Hello, sir. This happens quite a lot on the network. People don't eat and drink. Essentially, not enough sugar, blood pressure drops, and then they go over.
It's an old barber, believe it or not. Yeah. I'd imagine it'd be for the public, but a bit before my time.
Until the 1960s, these tunnels, hundreds of metres long, were used by passengers to access the platforms.
So maybe this one. It looks like it would have been a public walkway shortcut underneath the station. Under platform 10, there. It does take a long time to find your way around, you know, it's a huge place, as you can imagine. Hello?
The tunnels are no longer open to the public, but they must comply with modern fire safety standards. Some of the rooms house vital machinery that keeps Paddington Station ticking over. This one has the batteries that provide the backup power for the whole station.
It's a lot newer than some of the other ones, so it's quite in better condition, isn't it? Yeah, we have some of them are labelled up on the door.
In another room, Pratik spots a potential fire hazard. Holes left by the builders that could allow smoke or flames to spread.
That kind of hole in the wall or in the ceiling would compromise fire. Some contractors don't have fire stopping as part of their work. Some contractors do fill it up. Some contractors, they forget about it. So it's for us to make sure that whenever there is a new work going in, we come back and inspect.
And Pratik's inspection reveals another fire safety issue.
Instead of filling it up with the right concrete block, they fill it up with polystyrene foam, which is not ideal for fire stopping. Hence, we are picking it up as part of the fire inspection.
Back upstairs, it's getting hotter. In the Paddington control room, Sanjeev has noticed another victim of the heat.
Member of public has collapsed. She's not looking well.
Customer service assistant Glenn is at the scene.
Got a female, I'd say early 20s, breathing but in and out of consciousness, I'd say. They do tell you to drink quite a lot of water at these type of temperatures.
It does happen more in this weather. A lot of people do not carry water with them.
But this lady might have been drinking something a bit stronger than water.
So she is under the influence of alcohol. She needs a cup of coffee just to sober down.
tunnels, Kevin and Pratik have managed to fit in a bit of exploring between fire inspections. They've come across more remnants of Paddington's past.
Mind your heads. Above us is platform 12, where Royal Mail trains used to go from.
They're in the old mail tunnel, where conveyor belts used to link Paddington with sorting offices in East London, 6 miles away.
So I suspect they used to somehow come in here, ship them up the conveyor belts and send them off.
And beneath platforms 1 and 2 lies the old Heathrow baggage tunnel that now houses some of the station's firefighting equipment.
These tanks provide the water supply for those sprinkler systems, fire sprinkler systems.
Back on the concourse and on hand to help Man and his best friend is one of Great Western's newest recruits, customer ambassador Jenny.
Do you need water for them or anything with the really hot weather? I've been taking them bottles of water and offering them drinks as well. I've been in this job almost 7 months now, brand new to the railway, so I had to try and learn all the routes, the peak, the off-peak, the super off-peak, the advanced. It says platform 4, so the predicted platform is going to be platform 4. And because I'm new, I've had to ask a lot of questions, obviously, and I still do, so there's a lot to learn.
Today's test is provided by a troupe of performing cheerleaders.
Oh, wow! This is the first time I've come across a group like this. I hope we're not going to get into trouble for this. Amazing. Oh, that was lovely, girls. Thank you.
The girls all have tickets for separate carriages.
We've got to get you all seats together, haven't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yay! That was a bit of a surprise. I'm not sure if they should have been doing those acrobatics on the there though. I don't know if I'm going to get into trouble for that.
Over several days, Paddington battles through the heat wave. But on one sweltering evening peak, there's an emergency announcement.
The alarms have gone off downstairs. I'm not sure what the incident is at the moment.
Please obey the instructions of station staff. There's a fire emergency at Paddington. Jenny's got 2,000 people to evacuate immediately.
Can everybody make their way across
Guys,
the
can
road?
you make your way across the road, please?
Across the road.
No one's allowed to go past this line, you know.
We've just had an announcement. We've got an emergency landing.
Hundreds of miles away from the UK mainland are the Shetland Isles. Get up close with the medical professionals who call it home.
We get to know the patients because of the small community.
With no challenge too big
It is dangerous. Just get on with it, really.
or small, they maintain a special bond with their patients,
You do an amazing job. Thank you.
while keeping a smile on each other's faces. Get a taste of life on the island with the Island Medics. Thursdays at 9 on Great Reel and catch up on Great Player.
Step into your future with learning that can take you anywhere.
This is really important on the side.
Oh, I don't say. Listen to everybody, everybody say, be everybody else. Can't you see? Ain't nobody
The Open University. The future is open.
What's wrong with the car?
Oh,
It's
man.
okay, lads. I'm with the AA.
Ah, Bombay mix.
Because the AA has more expert patrols across the country, you'll be back on the road in no time. No wonder more people choose the AA. Join today.
At Vodafone, you can get unlimited 5G data for only £16.50 per month. That's 6 months half price. Available on our reliable, award-winning network. Hurry, ends 2nd of May. Go online or install today. Vodafone.
Vitamin pup?
That's a Vitamin dog.
Definitely. He's such a Vitamin dog.
That'll be the locally sourced ingredients and added supplements. It's all the nutrition a dog needs.
Someone's been reading the packet.
Buy our nutritious farmhouse recipes in-store or online at vitalint.co.uk. Do you want to win $3,000?
Scan the QR code or hit the step1.life/design to create your own pair and enter for a chance to win.
Family life. It's made of ups and downs, and those little moments. But should the unthinkable happen to you? Life insurance from Legal & General can help look after monthly bills, roof over their heads, childcare costs, and most importantly, your family. Because no one protects more families in the UK than us. Premiums start from £5 a month and they never rise. Plus there's a £100 gift card after you apply. Legal & General. Ensure life goes on.
Spend and save with HSL. The more you buy, the more you save. That could be up to £600 when you buy 4 items. Choose from chairs, riser recliners, sofas, and adjustable beds. Plus our exclusive chair fitting will make sure your neck, back, and hips are properly supported. Because when this feels good, so does everything else. Find out how much you could save at hslchairs.com or visit your local HSL showroom.
This is
Looks good to me.
Great Real.
This is a real deal.
A new channel following the extraordinary people who devote themselves
You know you can make a fundamental difference to people's lives.
to helping others.
Bloody brilliant, isn't I?
Whether it's saving lives or just saving the day, it's all real and it's all great.
You get a lovely feeling when you help somebody.
It's amazing, really.
Live every moment on Great Real.
The fire alarms have gone off at Paddington at rush hour on one of the hottest days of the year. Customer Ambassador Jenny is just 7 months into the job, and it's the first time she's had to deal with a major incident.
It's taken me by surprise a bit because I was downstairs having my nice cup of coffee with my shoes off and putting my feet up.
Yeah, stand by.
No one's yet sure what the problem is, but in the control room, they've traced the alarm to the tunnels and the room that houses the station's backup power.
Yeah, Dave, I can confirm the first one is CPU 7.
Please obey the instructions of station staff.
And obviously, safety is paramount. Just want everybody off the station. Do you know if it's genuine or we don't know? Okay. Okay, so nobody seems to know anything at the moment, but probably better to be safe than sorry. We're coming to the end of peak now, but there's obviously still a lot of people wanting to get through and get off on the trains. And obviously, it's going to cause a lot of delays. Trying to clear it all when it is sorted out. Excuse me, I've just got to go in here.
Passengers are waiting for news, reluctant to leave.
Fire drill, or we're still trying to...
No, we just need to stay outside at the moment. We're just trying to find out still. Do we know what's going on?
5 million a night. Apparently, bad burning smell downstairs.
Yeah, where I was downstairs, yeah. I didn't even smell it. One of the staff went up to use the lift and he said it was really hot up there, but yeah. Yeah, but it said it's hot everywhere.
Moments later, everyone's worst fears are confirmed.
There was a fire in an electrical cupboard downstairs in one of the subways.
Keep moving! Thank you! Can everybody make their way across the Norfolk Square, please? Across the road!
Let's go to one side, please.
Across the road, please!
It's a full-scale emergency. The station is closed for now, but some commuters still hope to get their trains and are refusing to move.
Nothing will be moving for hours and hours. Hours. It'll be hours. I'm trying to evacuate you all. You need to move away from the station.
As firefighters head to the tunnels, people are still arriving at the station, despite social media posts about the incident.
Why are they on the website in place? I literally wouldn't know. How can you get that?
Jenny has no idea if and when the station will be open. passengers will now have to travel from other stations or on other days.
Your tickets will be honoured tomorrow if you want to do it on a different day.
And by road if necessary.
There's a few people who've got together and got cabs.
Yeah, okay, I see.
Well, and then you put in a claim to get the money back. UWR. Well, I hope so. There's no manager here. You need a manager. Got a lot of commuters obviously want to get home. People that have been to London for the day, we've got to get back down to Devon. But it's just a bit embarrassing at the moment, really. And I really want to help people.
In the control room, there's good news. Firefighters have isolated the cause of the fire, an overheated battery in the backup power supply room in the tunnels. Thanks partly to earlier inspections, the fire didn't spread.
I managed to knock it out pretty quick before it took off. I mean, you'll know all that electrical covering services and what an impact that will have.
The impact is that the alarm and PA system have both been knocked out in the fire. Apart from 2 trains allowed into the station for a medical emergency, the fire service want Paddington to remain closed for now.
We've had a couple of trains come in, I think, just to let some of the passengers disembark. We've got ambulance crew down there. We've had to bring a couple of passengers off. I've seen a couple in wheelchairs.
In the control room, Network Rail's station announcer, Graham, has just started his night shift. But the PA system is down, and there are no trains scheduled for departure.
We need a proper showing of Great Western to actually say a definite yes or no on what's going on. So the solid thing right now is no trains, no buses, no nothing. Hello? That's shout out.
He's going to do it the old-fashioned way.
There'll be no trains tonight. There'll be no trains whatsoever tonight.
It's not the news the crowd want to hear.
And they're progressing into the station, pressuring us back into the station, which isn't good. No, do not go back in. Please do not go back in.
We've got all these poor people here that are just miserable, fed up, and just want an answer.
Closing the station for the rest of the night is a last resort.
They're going to speak to Swindon, to head office, and see if they can get the station open again.
Staff are trying to keep passengers informed, but it's an ever-changing situation.
So, however, if you're saying the shopping buses, do we stand there for 2 hours and wait for a bus that then doesn't come?
It's now 2 hours since the fire alarm first went off, and route control in Swindon has come up with the goods.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm just doing, I work for Network Rail.
Yeah.
By Swindon Control.
One of Network Rail's Orange Army of rail incident officers is now on the scene, and he's here to help fix the fire systems.
The station is going to be reopened soon. Our station manager's announced the station will be reopened soon. We've just got to wait for some more. A train just come in on platform 6. Yeah, this one has just come in. This one here.
The fire systems are up and running. Trains that have been held for hours outside the platforms have begun to arrive.
They're hoping to open the station very soon. Without being negative, say if they open the station now, and you've got people that want this train, that train, whatever, a lot of the crew have gone home.
And Graham has another concern.
And also, after we've already told people, go home, there'll be no trains tonight. If we open the station, that's obviously really terrible. They'll get home and they'll see on the news the station was reopened at this time. It'll be really upsetting.
You'll be running, you're not obviously running right now, but please bear with us. We'll let you know as soon as we get any information at all.
So hopefully, the next 20 minutes, half an hour, or... Well, I don't want to get everybody's hopes up.
Half an hour later, Graham is back where where he belongs,
I'm on the phone to you.
in the control room hot seat.
It's now completely open. Absolutely. Our station manager just confirmed that.
Jenny is back on the concourse, and the first train of the night, the very delayed 1945 to Plymouth, is ready to board. Paddington Station is back in business. But the heat has taken its toll on every aspect of the rail network, including the trains. At the Oldo Common Maintenance Depot, just outside Paddington, the night shift has come on duty. Production manager Colin is dealing with a backlog of train air conditioning units that have broken down in the heat.
Bristol Empower car 43028 has a massive amount of aircon issues. No surprise in this weather. It's ridiculously hot. So try and he's put out the aircon module trying to cope with that amount of heat. That's when you're going to throw up more problems.
Colin has to repair and release 4 sets of trains in time for the morning rush hour.
It's a constant juggling act to work out what trains fit for duty when, and then to get them out in a decent state to give the customers a decent experience.
On the depot floor, Malcolm is servicing the radiators which cool the train's engines, but they too have suffered in the heat.
Coolant radiators and the charge air radiators have overheated, so the engine then derates, so it loses power. So then the train can't keep up to its timetable timings between stations. So tonight we're going to be cleaning the radiators, and tomorrow morning it'll be okay then. We're limited to the time because it's only here for a few hours. So we've got to do as much as we can.
And he's also trying to fix a problem with one of the train's 5 engines.
There's 5 engines on this train, and we can maintain 125 miles an hour on 4 engines. When it gets hot, the engines obviously start derating. 2 of them have derated, and this one's got a throttle signal problem.
Colin needs the first of the trains, OC51, ready in the next hour. But with both aircon and radiator problems to contend with, he's running out of time.
It is coming a bit more complicated. They've got a bit more cleaning to do than what we'd hoped. Time's getting tight, but they're on the case, so fingers crossed.
With morning rush hour approaching, there's bad news. Train OC51 will not be ready, but Colin has a backup plan.
Right, so problem averted. Just in the short term, the train that was going to stop for exam on day shift has got enough miles left in it, so we can send that out in OC51's place. So it gives us a bit more time to look at 51 and work out what's causing all these aircon problems. Because the last thing we want is to put it straight back out in traffic with exactly the same issues and then end up cooking a load more passengers today.
4 trains will be ready for the morning rush. It's a win for the team tonight, but the forecast is that it's going to get even hotter tomorrow.
Every day in Britain, search and rescue heroes are in a race against time to save lives.
Always something about each casualty we see that's different.
Witness the extreme lengths they will go just to bring people home.
Forever will be so grateful. They are the most amazing people.
That feeling never really leaves you. It never left me. Emergency Rescue, Air, Land and Sea. Fridays at 9 p.m. on Great Reel and catch up on Great Player.
Rocky deserves a day off. His guard duties. So we got this.
The Simply Safe home security system.
That's it. And affordable.
We chose the sensors.
And HD cameras that work for us.
It was really easy to install. So, movie for that, Rocky.
Best thing, it doesn't cost an arm and a...
Get our Which Best Buy rated starter pack for under £200. There's no safe like Simply Safe. Leonard knows that searching for the right home insurance policy or finding the right car insurance is a whole lot more satisfying when it comes with a £250 excess refund reward. And with more 5-star Trustpilot reviews than any other price comparison website, you can feel as satisfied as Leonard and Simon.
Do not compare! Switch to EE's fastest full fiber ever and keep the whole family connected. You'll get blistering speeds of up to 1.6 gig, so everybody can work, game, and watch seamlessly at the same time. And it's powered by BT, all from only $29.99 a month, with absolutely nothing to pay up front. It's no wonder broadband switchers choose EE. So switch today. Offer ends 25th of April.
Do you want to win $3,000? Scan the QR code or head to step1.life/design to create your own pair and enter for a chance to win.
Report today for free at clearscore.com.
What doing?
I'm just watching TV, Moose.
Stars can't drive. Oh no.
No way. They're called Charlie and Moose too.
Okay, I love you.
I love you too.
Aww. Stay on top of your finances with your free credit score and report. Download ClearScore for free now. ClearScore, best friend for your finances. Because the AA has more expert patrols across the country, you'll be back on the road in no time. No wonder more people choose the AA. Join today.
It's a fat people now on the road.
Get some oomph for your booth, baby.
This is
Looks good to me.
Great Real.
This is a real deal.
A new channel following the extraordinary people who devote themselves.
You know you're going to make a fundamental difference to people's lives.
To helping others.
I'm bloody brilliant, aren't I?
Whether it's saving lives or just saving the day, it's all real and it's all great.
You get a lovely feeling when you've helped somebody.
It's amazing, really.
Live every moment on Great Real.
Over 37 million foreign tourists visit London each year. And because Paddington's the terminus for trains arriving from Heathrow Airport, the station is often their first port of call to the capital.
Take the Bakerloo line to Charing Cross. Take full to Big Ben and then walk to One London Eye. It's nice walking.
In Customer Ambassador Kevin, Paddington has a secret weapon.
You want a 1718, should be number 2, which is going to be that one just there, yeah. Have a good day, mate. Yes, I love to talk anyway, so the talking part suits me to the ground. I can talk my head off anyway.
Language, though, can sometimes be...
看得懂你不管了，我在这里干嘛看不懂？就是你应该去那个5号站台。It helps speaking Chinese. 他为什么不学？因为还没准备好，我是稍微的跟你说。哦。I used to live in Taiwan, so I learned Chinese in Taiwan. I think it's amazing that a white person speaks Chinese. 上海，我很喜欢去上海，很漂亮，对不对？我太高了，我也喜欢了，太高了，太胖了。I'm the first person sometimes they see it off the Heathrow Express, and they think that everybody in the whole of England speaks Chinese. So in a way, I set a bad precedent for the rest of the trip.
It's not just passengers who need special attention. There are 2,000 miles of track on Paddington's western route, some of it over 150 years old.
乒乓碰通才来哇！
Cracked or buckled rails are a constant threat to the safe running of the network. But Network Rail has an airborne early warning system. It's a telescopic and heat-detecting camera that can spot faults on the busy rail approach into Paddington, known as the Throat, without putting workers at risk.
Workers aren't allowed into the Paddington Throat because there's just too many trains. So with us up there, 1,000 feet, there's people on the ground.
The heat wave has raised the risk of track damage, but the eye in the sky can pinpoint a potential problem.
Get the recorder on, go in, sharpen it up. Like that. How's that? Yeah, that's about it. It's all looking good. It's not one of yours, mate. Point heating's on. That is one of mine. What is it?
A set of point heaters which warm the rails in cold weather has been left on.
Can we focus and take a snapshot of one of the point numbers are? 8061 Alpha, yeah?
Because the weather is so hot and the rails expand, we have a critical rail temperature. This could make the rail expand a bit more and then buckle the track. And not only that, to do from Maidenhead, where we've just come from, right the way into the centre of London in an hour, it would take a team of men probably a month to walk that whole section. When we find the faults, the men can actually go and deal with the faults rather than walking the track looking for the faults.
Straight through, please. Thank you. Take your time, take your time.
At Paddington, there's no let-up in the heat as one of the station's biggest days approaches. It's the start of the bank holiday getaway.
Bank holiday is a fantastic buzz. People want to go places. They don't want to stand still. Ice cream, all that. And I make sure they get on the train. Yeehaw. Thank you.
Today, there'll be an extra 3,000 passengers coming through Paddington. But that's not the only challenge.
Can you give us an updated weather forecast, please?
Current temperatures are already sort of in the mid-20s across the route, up to 26 in London at the moment, and these are going to be rising pretty much into the day.
At Route Control, they have contingency plans for the hot weather, which will protect the track, but may harm the timetable.
If it gets so hot, we have to reduce the speed.
Trains are arriving late, and Patrick is doing his best to get the timetable back on schedule.
So we've got to fast track the passengers on straight away so we can get us on time.